Day, everybody. Good day, Paulette, Bryant. Hello, everybody. Hey, Gary, Angela. Hello. Praying for you, Bryant. I don't envy you there. We'll be praying. God bless you, brother. Getting caught up real quick. Hey, Will, brother Will. We're about to get started. Thank you for your patience. Hello, Denise. Hello, everybody. All right, we're going to get started. My name's Travis Martin. I'm busy as a bee, cheerful as a cricket, steady as a clock, standing on the rock. The Lord is doing mighty things, y'all. The Lord is doing mighty things. We are blessed to be alive. We are blessed to be together today, to be a Shibboleth member, to be brothers and sisters. If you're new here, we want to welcome you. We're here to do some good things. We're going to lose weight, going to live a more well life. Hey, Jennifer. Had a fabulous day yesterday with appointments, seeing people just really begin to flourish and the program beginning to click in their minds, and it's just exciting to watch. Had a good night last night with some of y'all. It was awesome. And today, here we are back again, steady as a clock every day, almost every day, except for, well, we even do Sunday, but 10:30 a.m. We go live. We make sure everybody's got what they need. We're moving forward. We're personalizing your program. Whatever it is you need, if it's related to weight loss, we got it in Jesus' name. It's okay, Bryant. No worries, man. We got all that stuff recorded from last night. Anytime you get ready to take a look, see, we are recruiting influencers. We are about to disrupt an entire industry. Hello. All right, if you're new here, you're our special guest as always. We want to make sure that you earn your fast track badge. Get in there, join the 40,000+ other people that have went through fast track, taken the test, passed the test, and earned the fast track badge. We're installing the same nutritional foundation in every mind and heart, but we start personalizing after that. Come to these classes, whatever frustrations you're having. You know, this is a frustrating world and a frustrating time to live in. It's easy to get distracted. This world will have you engaging with self-limiting beliefs. We all battle that daily, but you know what? He who is within us is greater than he that's in the world. Can I get an amen? He who is within us is greater than he that's in the world. So let's keep moving forward, getting healthy, get one life. We want to live with as much vitality as we possibly can. There's a lot of things that can go wrong out of your control in life, but this is something within your control. You just need a helping hand, and that's what Shibboleth does. We literally take you by the hand and lead you to the weight loss promised land. So let's all come together in love today. No judgment, no regret, no dissimulation, and let's learn some nutrition. Today, we're going to focus our time and attention on answering your questions, okay? So whatever questions you have related to behavior modification, your meals, your food, whatever it is, we've got the solution. So you don't need to sit there and spin your wheels or give up because of some, thing in some meme, some mental virus where you think, oh, it's too expensive or it's too confusing. This is like the most simple program in the world. You've been taken advantage of. If you've been on a lot of programs in your life trying to lose weight, you've been taken advantage of. You've been preyed upon, P-R-E-Y. Now you're with a group that will pray with you, P-R-A-Y. And we're going to get this weight off this year, before 2024. How would it feel to be at your goal or near your goal? You can do it here, eating your favorite foods, just combined in a different way so that we can target and remove unwanted body fat. So let's get started. Let's kick off some questions. Charles, my glucose was 76 this morning. Is that considered in fat burning? It's pretty close. 80 to 120 points is fat burning. But we don't worry about that. Now, Charles has been around for a while, y'all. Some of y'all are new. He's lost 160 plus pounds. Okay. So he's asking an advanced, a really advanced question. I don't want people coming here and thinking they got to monitor their glucose to lose weight. He's just really trying to dial in is what he's trying to do. But your glucose, technically speaking, when it's in the range of 80 to 120 points, then you're in efficient fat burning if you're in a calorie deficit. So you're close enough, Brother Charles. If you go below that, you need to get some help. You need to get that blood sugar up. And we do that with some great options on Shibboleth. If you go above 120, we need to get that down, right? So just keep doing the program. Don't overthink it or overcomplicate it. If we make it so that everybody has to wear a glucose monitor, it's not a practical, sustainable, fun lifestyle. But if you've got a glucose monitor, it can sure teach you a lot about how foods react with your body. Another thing, if you have a glucose monitor, do me a favor. You want to find out the efficacy of the program, eat a piece of corn. Eat a piece of corn or some long grain brown rice and see what happens. Then eat that corn with a piece of chicken breast and some broccoli and see what happens. See, that's the program. We combine foods in such a way we regulate and neutralize insulin. All right. So let's keep moving forward. Gary, could you go over how to get an invite to a friend? Are you talking about, Gary, within the Shibboleth website? If so, let me know if you're talking about in the website, and we can show you. Amy, are chia seeds good to put in protein shakes? No. So let me explain that, Miss Amy. Anytime we add calories to something that whereby it's unnecessary and we're in a weight loss mode, let me say it another way. Let's say that I'm in a wellness range. We teach situational nutrition. We teach situational nutrition based upon your goals, your situation, your state of mind. So anytime that our situation is that we want to lose weight, adding something to an otherwise already properly combined and potent meal like a good shake, like a Beverly shake, you're just adding additional calories. Are chia seeds good for you? Yes, they are. And there's a time to use them. They're a category 6 superfood. But see, if you're adding chia seed for the protein and the good fats, and you've already got that in your shake, and it's not really enhancing the flavor of it, and it may for you, and then I'll talk about that. But if you're just adding it because somebody told you chia seed's good, it's still calories. See this, everybody? This is 1 pound of fat. There are 3,500 calories stored in this pound of fat. When you get in EFB, efficient fat burning mode, every single calorie that you eat extra that was unnecessary is not coming out of here. You got to get all 3,500 calories out of there the way we teach you to lose one of these. Now, if you love the taste of chia seed in your shake, go for it. It's not going to hurt you too much, but you're going to slow your weight loss a little bit depending on how many chia seeds in there. How do I use chia seed? If I'm about to go for a long run, then I will put it in my Spark or Crystal Light because it absorbs that liquid and then it gets in my gut and I stay hydrated longer. But that's if I'm working out. How else would I use it? In a vegan type application, I would put it on my salad. If I'm not having meat, I would add about 3 tablespoons of chia to my salad. You could use it as a condiment to get a better texture to your salad. You know, you could do that with chia seed. I'm not trying to dissuade you from using it, but see, you already had the perfect meal with that shake. So unless it really enhances the flavor of it, and I can't imagine chia seed doing that, you're not really helping yourself, okay? Obviously, marketers are trying to sell whatever their good is, and chia is a good thing to sell, right? But they want to come up with ways for you to use it so that they can sell you more, and it's fantastic, okay? But adding it to the shake is not the ideal situation, in my opinion. Sally, I know lima beans are a category 3. My meatballs are a category 4. I know I can't combine that. So I could eat green beans with it, but help me with this thought. It's a vegetable. Well, it's different though, you see. So green beans is very fibrous and they do not impact blood sugar. Lima beans can impact blood sugar, but lima beans are a cut above other category 3s like potatoes. So let's say that you were having category 4 meatballs and you messaged me. I'm not going to teach this, but you messaged me and you said, I really want lima beans with my meatballs. I can make that work. So how I would make that work is you could have 200 calories of category 4 meatballs with a 1/4 cup of lima beans. That would be a perfect pairing because lima beans have a lot of fiber in them already and a lot of protein already. So that's one of those things, Sally, that we could do. This is where when we get into individual nutrition, I can help people a lot with these one-on-one programs because I can help you take your favorite things and make it right. But if I start teaching that, and you got 40,000+ people, they'll start putting the wrong thing with those meatballs. You follow me? So you could do that, but you got to follow the portion. You got to bring the portion down. 200 calories of meatballs and a 1/4 cup of lima beans could be a perfect pairing. If you want a greater portion of lima beans, you better have that with a lean protein and a fibrous carb because you're going to get more glycemic load with those lima beans than you will green beans. Green beans don't pose us a problem if they're cooked properly. Brian, Travis, I bought AdvoCare Fibotrim and Carbies. Should I take these every day in weight loss mode? A lot of people do, but I don't. I like to salvage it for budget reasons. For one reason, you could have it with any category 3 or category 5 and it would help, or any high fat meal. I don't do that. If I'm having a Shibboleth perfect day, I trust my Shibboleth perfect day. I trust it. Okay, even if there's some fat or a little bit of something that causes blood sugar impact, I've already got on that plate what I need in right macronutrient combining. So I don't really use Fibotrim or Carbies. I'm losing them questions a little fast. Tammy, bear with me because my mind will slip. So the Fibotrim and Carbies Plus, I only use for me, and I know a lot of people do as a weight management resource. But for me, I only use it before my challah meal or holiday. That's the only time I use it, okay? Right before a challah meal or a holiday. That way I save my product, but I also am neutralizing the fat in that holiday to a degree. I want to absorb all the fat, and also I'm managing my blood sugar impact. Carbies Plus is a very potent carb blocker, so you're going to get less insulin because of that. It'll still be a holiday, but it won't be as bad a holiday. Okay, hope that helps. Should you ever consume a category 4 with a category 6? And if so, an example. I don't like to see people do that. Once again, Lisa, in one-on-one working with you, I can see the reason we have a program like we do with rules is because I'm teaching groups and I have to come up with rules that work for everybody no matter what they do. Now, if I'm working with somebody one-on-one and they say, I just really got to have a steak with some pintos or a category 4 ground beef patty with pintos, first, I'm going to talk you out of that. Try to. I'm going to say, why not go with 96% lean ground beef? Then you could have your hamburger steak patty and your pintos. No. I want category 4 protein plus fat. All right. So we got to have about 3 to 4 ounces of that and then a 1/4 cup of pintos. I don't know what your category 6 is. Specifically, I can take pintos and pair it with a lot of different things. So if you'll ask me specifically what category 4 and what category 6 you want, I can tell you if it'll work. But universally and generally speaking, we would not want to do that. Okay. Is your A1C the same as glucose? Yes, it's your average glucose rating over a set amount of time. Your A1C is an important indicator of your health and your longevity. Becca, I know you'd rather use MCT for cooking, but could it be used along with Bragg's apple cider vinegar or salad dressing? Yes, I do that all the time. That's my salad dressing of choice. Let me read that again. Slow down. Don't delete them yet. Don't delete them. So Becca, I know you'd rather use MCT for cooking. Yes, but could it be used for? Oh yeah. I do that all the time. So 1 part Bragg's apple cider vinegar, 1 part MCT. So let's say I'm making some dressing. A 1/4 cup of MCT oil, a 1/4 cup of ACV, and with some Italian seasoning makes for a good Italian dressing. You could do that for sure. Rhonda, do you have information on glycine pure powder to use instead of stevia? It provides neurotransmitter support. Joni told me it is fine to use. Any thoughts? Don't know that much about it. If Joni told you it was good, means she run it by my formulas. You've done the research and Joni said it's okay. You should be fine. I know nothing about it though. We have formulas. So like I can't research every single product. There's too many. So I just take it as you bring it in. I don't know anything about glycine pure powder. But if she said it works, then it works. And if you trust it and you've done your research, you'll be fine with it. Joni's a master at this. She has my formulas. And do you drink your happy juice before you eat your first meal of the day? I do. I use it as a fasting tool because I am not hungry. Y'all, I got up this morning. Check this out. Some of y'all been with me for a long time. I was over 300 pounds, lost 44 pounds in my first 6 weeks, went on to lose 100 pounds. I stayed around 230, 240 for years while I was teaching. Then I got down to 220, stayed there for a while, and then 210. I stayed there for the last several years until about 6 months ago, and Happy Juice come into my life. This morning I weighed 183 pounds. I weigh less now than I did in the 8th grade, and it's because of Shibboleth and hitting my turbo button. I hit my turbo. I'm 6'3". I'm having to jump around in the shower to get wet. I had veins in my belly today. It was amazing. I love it. And I don't know, I'm not anorexic. I just love being lean. It helps my back issues and I feel better, lighter, cleaner. You can do that too, but you got to hit the turbo button, and Happy Juice helps me hit my turbo button, but you got to be careful with that stuff and go through the safety course because it's highly addictive because of its potency and power. Delene, going to fly for the first time, will be gone for 1 week. I am taking a bunch of food with me. Do you think the hemp flakes will be allowed on the plane? Yes, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with hemp flakes. If they take you to jail for hemp hearts or hemp flakes, you're going to be a rich, rich lady later. Okay? You might ought to try it just to see if you can get in trouble. You'll be rich. Hemp hearts and hemp flakes are legal the world over. They're one of the most healthy, nutritious foods on the planet Earth. They're a staple of my diet. I love them. I've been having it with this cereal. Outstanding. I had this for dinner last night. I had this mango coconut Simply Fit. I had this with a little bit of Kroger Carb Master milk and some very sweet hemp flakes. It was delicious. Any other questions? How y'all liking this for rapid fire? Look, you've got an amazing amount of information here. 20-year veteran sitting here giving you, personalizing your program for you. Think about it. This is awesome. And you're getting your question answered by asking, you're getting it answered and helping other people too, because I don't just give an answer. I don't just go yes or no. I try to teach also. Sharon, this is I got from my new shopping club, Melaleuca. I love it. I'm in love with all their products. If you'd like to have more information, send me an email, travisjack777@gmail.com. And travisjack777@gmail.com, and I'll send you the information. I love Melaleuca their nutrition products I found me a new fun thing, and I love it. Having a ball with it. Send me an email. I'll even send you our video from last night. Any of y'all see Lynn's video for y'all was in session with Lynn last night? Did anybody like Lynn? Lynn was awesome, wasn't she? I'll send you that video from last night if you send me an email, travisjack777@gmail.com. Lynn blessed us all. She's an excellent presenter. I was afraid to come into class today and present after that. She did fabulous. Kimberly, not nutrition, but will you guys be over at the center today? I think we're headed to St. Augustine today. Kimberly, I have to look at my schedule. Sasha's there all day. I'm not sure if I'll get to go depending on how many bookings I've got. But Sasha's there all day. And if I know what time you're coming, if there's any way possible, I'll be over there to give you a hug. I'm about 20 minutes from there. Delene, craving peanut butter. Can I have 2 meals with approved peanut butter, sugar-free jelly, and approved bread? Of course. Of course you can. Why couldn't you? So how many eating episodes can we have a day for optimal fat loss, everybody? 3. Could all 3 eating episodes be a peanut butter sandwich? Yes. However, is it important to journal it so if we hit a plateau, Travis can tell you back away from the bread a little bit? Yeah. All right. Good stuff, everybody. More questions, bring it. Eat it. Hey, Carolyn. I've been a marketing executive of Melaleuca since 1993. I wish I had known about it so many years ago. I wished I had known about it. I just didn't know. Believe it or not, I thought I'd heard of all of it, but I hadn't. This is awesome stuff. And what good people. That's a rarity, unfortunately. Stephanie, I registered for but had to miss the shopping club meeting last night. Is there a way to get the recording? Absolutely. Send me an email, travisjack777@gmail.com. I'll send it to you today. travisjack777@gmail.com. Cindy, I thought hemp flakes tasted earthy. Haven't tried them yet, but you call them sweet. Can you describe? They're earthy, nutty, but there's a one called very sweet hemp flakes that has cranberries in it. So it is very sweet. There's regular hemp flakes and very sweet hemp flakes, Cindy. I have now answered 19 questions today. We're rocking. Lisa, I can't wait to help you with that. Our influencers, we're going to be trendsetters, disruptors. Pat, I got confused yesterday with the Shibboleth high protein bread and better than peanut butter. How come? Let me help you. High protein bread, there's 3 little pieces in the package. 1 or 2 of those pieces with a tablespoon of peanut butter is awesome. Cindy, if you add your own dried cranberries, be careful. But you can, but only few, very sparing. The hemp flakes should be able to neutralize them for you. Yeah, and isn't it amazing, Carolyn, isn't it amazing that almost all of their edible stuff is approved? You know, it's awesome. Pam, I'm on week 3. The first week I lost 9.6. The second week I gained 2. This week I lost those 2. Joni said my journal looks good. There's nothing to help with, Pam. Okay, nothing to help with. So you're on week 3. Let's look at this thing rationally. You're down 9.6 pounds in 3 weeks. The first week you're getting rid of glucose and water, a little bit of fat. The second week, you probably loosened up a little bit, maybe had some carbs in the right way, put a little bit of that fluid back on. Let me ask y'all, let me put it to you a different way. The first week, you lost 9.6 pounds. Shouldn't that let us know, hey, that's not really happening, right? I can't lose 10 pounds a week, right? Got to be rational. Can't lose 10 pounds of fat in a week. It's impossible. So I know that that's fluid and glycogen. I know that a little bit of that's coming back. But your body's shifting into efficient fat burning mode. Now, the 2 that you put on, you lost. Joni looked at your journal and says it's awesome. So you're down 10 pounds in 2.5 weeks. If we would not listen to the scales and we would put our head down and enjoy the program and just follow the program, with the passage of time, we wind up at goal. You're doing fantastic. Now, if you have a couple of weeks where you don't lose at least 1% of your body weight, then we need to get that interview. If Joni can't discover the problem, Joni will come get me. But you're doing too good for us to worry about that. This is going to be a lifelong lifestyle. If anybody's here under the false premise that you're going to do this, lose your weight, and quit it, you're wrong. That's why I try to make it so doable with every food imaginable, because this has to be your forever lifestyle. And then if it is, we can weather those little blips on the scales. Watch your weekly timing chart. That's the key. Great job, Pam. Great job. Celebrate it. Don't get discouraged. Private one, my daughter wants to make those bell pepper nachos, taco meat made from large lean over half mini bells with approved white cheese dip and diced tomatoes, lettuce, jalapenos, diced onions, fat-free cream cheese. Would this combo be approved? Yeah, it would. So let me give you approximations. That's the best I can do is approximations. A half a bell pepper to an entire bell pepper with 2 to 4 ounces of meat, a tablespoon of diced tomatoes, as much lettuce as she wants, as many pickled jalapenos as she wants, a teaspoon of diced onions, a teaspoon of fat-free sour cream, and you'd be fine. Hope that made sense. Lost 12 pounds this week doing the 21-day challenge. Congratulations, Karen. Oh my gosh, Becca, can I be Jack? Can I go after you, Becca, or will you get your feelings hurt? Can I go after you in love? Can I show y'all why like yesterday I talked to my team and I was discouraged. I was discouraged and they said, you got to be more positive. You're actually helping people. I'm going to have to go over Becca. This is crazy, Becca. She's giving me permission. Listen to what she says. The same is happening to me. I only lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Now, she did go on. I got to give her credit, but my clothes are fitting looser. No, it's not muscle gain. Can we have a moment of silence? Do I really need to even say anything? I only lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I only lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Now, if I say that, even if I'm cutting up or serious, what are the statistical odds that I'm still doing this program when I lose 1 pound a week? You're gone. You're out of here. You won't stay. Think about that. If I say I only lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks, every doctor in America would tell you to slow the weight loss down. I love you, sis. I don't even know what to say. If you lose one of these, this is 1 pound. If you lose one of these in 1 week, that's fast. You know how many calories is in this? 3,500. That means that in 1 week, if you lose one of these, you got rid of 3,500 calories stored on your body. You should jump for joy anytime you lose one of these in 1 week, much less 10 pounds. And you'll probably have a little bit of a weight gain just out of your body being a sponge, and you've lost so much. But if you stay with it, if you keep going, why would we even listen? Why would we even worry about what the scales say if we're going to do this for life? It is a fact, Jack, that if you follow the system, the weight is gone. I'm not even going to say anything else to Becca, because what we need to be doing is saying, bless the name of the Lord. It ain't even fair that I lost that much in 2 weeks. And see, then all of a sudden, wow, we're motivated. We're motivated because I received a blessing from heaven. 10 pounds, that's give you an example. That would be like somebody giving me $100,000 today and me saying, well, I wish it had been 200,000. Becca, you're killing it. I want you to bless the name of the Lord when you lose 1 in a week. Awesome. Sally, listen to Sally Clark, who's been successful. I took a break from the scale. The program works. That's the way to do it. Just watched Amanda Hicks's video. So awesome. From 2018, I got to maintenance in 3 months, 154 to between 115 and 120. Now I'm learning to work out and wondering about what BCAA I should drink. What BCAA should you drink? I actually think I seen a new one in Melaleuca, but I'm not sure. I don't want to say that. I take BCAA capsules. You're wanting a drink. I'll have to look and see what the best one is. Most likely, I would probably go with Beverly. They're the best sports nutrition brand I know. But I take Advocare Catalyst branch chain amino acids. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine. I have to try it. I think Melaleuca's got a BCAA beverage. I got to go look. It may have been something else I seen. I need to try it. I don't like to tell you about stuff I haven't tried yet. I do the capsules. Catalyst is my favorite. No artificial sweeteners, because if you get BCAAs with sugar in it, you're defeating the purpose. So you have to get it with artificial sweetener. So why not just go with the capsules, is my opinion. Have me a Spark, an Advocare Spark in those capsules, and that's probably even better. Anybody else? Do you order Laura's Lean hamburger? I do. I order it from her store, Laura's Lean online. That's where I get it. Laura's Lean. I buy a bulk and put it in the freezer. So I've always got me ground beef. I love ground beef. It's one of my favorite things to eat, but I have to eat it lean. Can I have 85% lean ground beef with no carbs? And I'm going to piggyback on Lauren's comment. Can you have 85% lean ground beef with 0 carbohydrate on our program? Sharon nailed it on a lion day. Good catch. Sharon, I tricked you, Teresa. Sharon got a good, she caught it. Lion and shark days. Ground beef, my mom says this a lot, what Lauren's saying. Aldi carries it, but it's about 5, carries it also a pound is about $5. Well, she actually says that's too expensive, but a pound is 4 servings. So you're only paying a few cents more for the good stuff per serving. Just a way to think about it. Laura says right before that time of the month, I'm ravenous. That's hormonal. You know, the thing to do is eat when it is time for your eating episodes, eat more healthy fats for satiation. It's the dietary fats that allow us to be satiated, and protein. So sticking with category 4s plus 2s will help curb that some. 4s and 2s. I order my chicken breast online as well. Yeah, I order almost all of my meat online from better sources than what we can find at our local grocery store. I get mine from Butcher Box. Stella. I get my chicken breast from Butcher Box. I'd rather pay a little more and be healthy. I don't want all that mess in my chicken breast. As I drink a Diet Coke. Anybody else? Antibiotics, chemicals, hormones. My Diet Coke does not. The reason I said that, somebody said, "Hey, you're talking about that, but you're drinking a Diet Coke. It doesn't have hormones in it. It's basically water with a smidge of aspartame, a smidge." Anybody else? Maybe I didn't treat you. Is Laura's beef the same at the store as buying online? It is. Yes, ma'am. If you find Laura's Lean, that's a good brand. Love it. Hard for me to find, but I love it. Is Coke Zero the same as Diet Coke? Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. It's a freebie if you're not opposed to artificial sweeteners, and I am not. I am not. I help people who are opposed to them. Sprite Zero's fine. That's a good one. It's better than Diet Coke. Anything without caramel coloring is going to be better for you. Is fish safe to eat at restaurant? I have heard they contain a lot of mercury. To be honest with you, good question, nothing's safe to eat anywhere. None of it. Can I give y'all some Harley wisdom today? Can I give you some Harley wisdom? This is not going after Pat. I'm giving you Harley wisdom, Harley boy wisdom for you to stop and everybody to stop and think. Are you ready? I want you to think. Just want you to think. What can you go Google and say, what's bad about this food, and not get a plethora of bad information? Is beef, look, just answer this without thinking. If I go and Google, what's bad about fish? Why shouldn't I eat fish? Stay with me. Would I find plenty of evidence not to eat fish? Would I find plenty of evidence not to eat beef? Would I find plenty of evidence not to eat broccoli? Go try. What's bad? Why shouldn't I be eating broccoli? It's high in oxalates. Would I find something bad about Doritos? About pizza? So when we're reading, look, here's what we do. We're reading, oh my gosh, I click clickbait. I click clickbait. Let me ask you this. How many people do you know? The statistics say that we know each of us know 1,000 people. The statistics say if we had to, we could name 1,000 people that we know. How many of those do you know that have mercury poison due to ingestion of fish? But if you see clickbait, you think, oh my gosh, this is a real problem. But what's the real problem? Excess body fat. And they're trying to make us feel better about that so that we don't address it. They're normalizing it. But I can Google anything, any food, and find tons of bad stuff about it. So why would anybody have a weight problem if everything's bad? We just need to stop eating it. I know there are outliers, people that who have had mercury poisoning or who have had other foodborne illnesses and all kinds of things. I know that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. There are 350 million people in our country, and you rarely hear about any of this stuff. But how many of the 350 million people are obese and dealing with the unintended consequences of obesity? Don't let them scare you. Fish is terrific for you. Now, are there some better than others? Or if you were eating fish that's heavy in mercury, if you were eating them every day, yeah, we might need to back off that. But I bet nobody here is eating mercury-laden fish every single day. There's no, most of the food at the grocery store's got rat droppings in it. Most of the processed food, this is a fact. Somebody back me up. Almost every canned food or dry good has got rat droppings in it. That's Lisa, help me, Lord. It's a fact. They allow for so much rat droppings in your food. And we're worried about eating clean, delicious vegetables and fruits and meats. The real issue is obesity. But they scare you away. Look, how does the flesh mind work? There's voices in my head all the time trying to get me to stop. So any evidence that I can find where I don't have to put forth the effort, talking about me, not you, then hey, well, I quit because of this. I quit because of that. That's why I spend every day in these sessions trying to overcome all that misinformation. Let's just get rid of the body fat and live healthy and enjoy Doritos and ice cream occasionally. But more often, let's do fish and broccoli and green beans. Let's go work hard, play hard, get a sonic blast. Let's live lean and healthy and enjoy our food. God's going to call you home. You only get one life. I want you to enjoy it. I just don't want you to be enslaved by food anymore. Yeah, I've actually had cricket protein. It's pretty good. Yeah, so Tammy just said we don't eat enough fish. Fact. Yeah, if we ate more fish, we wouldn't be all sick. How do I cook that 98% ground beef and keep it juicy? Add you a little MCT oil. So don't turn your stove on. There's an art to it. Put your MCT oil, 1 tablespoon per serving. So if you got a pound of ground beef, put 4 tablespoons of oil in your nonstick skillet. Squish it up or however you do it. Roll it all in there. Get the oil in there. You're adding the fat back. Then turn your stove on or your grill. And you'll get back that delicious fat flavor. If you don't like MCT, you can try a little bit of ghee. That's good too. MCT oil is duct tape to lean foods. It makes it taste like fatty foods, but without the propensity to store the fat as a fat. Love it. Great question, by the way. Anybody else? Did y'all have fun today? Did you learn anything? You excited about doing Shibboleth today? I'm not worried about tomorrow because we'll go live again tomorrow and talk you into it. Is light and white cheese not acceptable anymore unless it's fat-free? Hadn't heard that one. Let me give you the cheese rules. Are y'all ready for cheese rules? We got rules for everything. It's called a lifestyle. I'm going to give you the cheese rules. All fat-free cheese is what category? Lean protein or a condiment? Hey, Brother Joseph, lean protein or a condiment? What's the condiment rule for cheese? 50 or less calories. Okay. Then we've got some specifics. Cabot extra light cheese. Cabot extra light cheese. Again, all cheese can be a condiment, but Cabot extra light is a category 4 cheese. Reduced fat Sargento cheese is category 4. Then we get to our beautiful, amazing, flavorful hunk cheeses. Full fat cheese. Full fat cheese. Full fat cheese can only be eaten in a quantity greater than a condiment on what types of days? There you go. Line day and shark day. So we can have full fat gourmet hunk type cheeses, but line and shark day. Light and white, I think, Aaron, is something that one of the instructors used to say a lot, but that can kind of get us in trouble. It's not necessarily light and white cheese. Like if you're talking about like mozzarella, provolone, Sargento reduced fat, you can have any of it as a condiment, but Sargento light and white, reduced fat white cheese, category 4. Hope that helps. Can we use seasonings that contain a little sugar or sugar cane? You got to follow your condiment rule. So your condiment rule is for best results, 0 calories or near 0 calories. Anytime we add any sugar, we're slowing our results, but we can add up to 50 calories of anything to a properly combined edible meal. Notice I said edible, not pre-digested like a coffee or chocolate or hot chocolate. No, but like I'd have to know what you're putting it with. And I wouldn't do it unless I was maintaining weight. Not saying you won't get by with it, but it's definitely going to slow things down. If you're going to add that, I would take Carbees Plus. They are either 0 calorie or 2 calorie seasonings, then you have no problem. 2 calories is 0 calorie. So that's how I treat it. So you could have it. It wouldn't be any problem at all. Aaron, I'm referring to cheeses like Boar's Head, Pepper Jack, Baby Swiss, Provolone, and White American. The only way you can have that is on a line or shark day. You can have it as a condiment, or you can have it you could have it up to 200 calories as a part of an eating episode, as part of a line or shark day. That's the only way I know to get by with that. That's the only way I know, because it's just cheese has the kind of fat in it, the long chains that are easily stored as fat. And if you have any carbohydrate with it, the propensity for you to store it is very high. I eat full fat cheese, Boar's Head cheese all the time. I eat Gouda all the time, but I do it on my line and shark days. If I want a grilled cheese, I have to use fat-free or reduced fat Sargento. Rib rack, 0 sugar, 0 calories on ribs is great. Sounds great. Y'all making me hungry. Cabbage and squash sauteed in MCT oils, awesome, category 2. Possibly, Aaron. I don't remember there may be a brand of cheese out there that's light and white that will work. If you know the specific brand, I can look at it for you. It seems like I've heard that term a long time ago by one of our instructors coined that, light and white. But I don't recall what brand that was that worked. I'd have to look at it. Cheese causes inflammation. Yes, and high and bad cholesterol production by the body. That is correct. All dairy causes inflammation in the body. I found organic blue agave nectar at Aldi, and it's 60 calories for a tablespoon and 15 grams of sugar. Could it be used as a teaspoon? So a teaspoon would be 20 calories. Yes. Good idea. Yeah, you could use a teaspoon of it. That would only be 20 calories, Lauren. Good to go. Yes, you can have any cheese on a holiday. We get 72 days a year when we're losing weight, 144 days a year when we're in maintenance to eat whatever we want. I think Tammy's right. We do forget that. Plenty of days to go off the grid as long as you get back to it soon. Anybody else? Not saying we can't have dairy. I eat some dairy. Got to have a doable lifestyle here. But I'm telling you what's bad about dairy. Dairy is one of those few things, there's not much good about it. I like it, tastes good, but processed dairy, there's not much good about it. Eggs are good. Processed dairy, there's not a lot good about it other than it's enjoyable to consume. Eggs are one of the healthiest foods on the planet, if not the healthiest. That and hemp, I would fight over that and hemp hearts. If I could only take one thing with me to sustain life, it would probably be hemp hearts, because they will last forever. And if I had a fridge, eggs. And if I could have a second thing, crab legs. Yeah, keto is good to drop weight, not good for your internal health long term. But keto is better than how we ate before we went to keto. I'm not knocking keto. I'd rather see somebody do keto than eat willy-nilly. Bye, Karen. Love having you here. How is my grandson? Colton is getting longer. He hasn't put on much weight. He's having good days and tough days. But all in all, the Lord is blessing my daughter, my son-in-law, and Colton. And we have faith that Colton's going to grow up to be a big, strong, beautiful young man. Keep praying for us. What category is willy-nilly? Holiday. Right. Aaron says it doesn't help if you overeat. Calories matter and people don't want to accept that fact. Right. Here's the difference. Let me give y'all another fun fact and then I'll go. Some of you have put this to the test and not even known it. If I consume a surplus of calories, I'm gaining weight. Aaron nailed it. If I eat a surplus of good calories, I'm going to gain weight. If I eat a surplus of bad foods, I'm going to gain weight. But if you overeat Shibboleth approved foods, I promise you, you will gain weight a lot slower than if you're eating unapproved foods. Does anybody know why? One word, two words, really. Insulin control. It's very hard to gain weight when you control insulin. Very hard. So Shibboleth approved foods, when I overeat Shibboleth approved foods because I'm getting less insulin and I'll gain weight extremely slow, if at all. That's a fact. 20 years of this, I've overeat a lot of times. And if I go off the grid and eat unapproved foods, boy, I gain it back fast because all those fat cells are still there. But if I eat Shibboleth approved foods and I lose my wits and overindulge, slower weight gain. Fact. Correct, Lisa. From all the fiber I'm eating, my stomach hurts. What do? Slow down on the fiber. That's what we have to do there. So your fibrous foods are your category 2s, your category 6s, just slow down on them. You can eat 1s and 4s by themselves or with very little fiber. You don't have to, believe it or not, fiber is highly overrated, except for it's a very potent insulin controller. But protein controls insulin too. All right, y'all. That was a lot. I think we probably got 40 or 50 questions. Looking forward to tomorrow's classes. We will have influencer training again tomorrow night. You can email me about Melaleuca or influencer training. We're setting up influencers basically with their ability to just influence people into weight loss and wellness and hope. Or they could even add on, in addition to that, their own profit center through Melaleuca. It's awesome. Right now, my team is adding all this stuff to the library. So it's going to be awesome for our influencers. Don't forget, you can book one-on-ones with me. I'm happy to help you, but Tammy does them for free. Joni, sorry. All right, y'all, I'm going to go. I got lots of fun stuff to do today. I love y'all in the Lord. We'll talk to you again real soon. Have a perfect day. God bless you.